With the 27th pick in the 2016 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Pascal Siakam from Douala, Cameroon, and New Mexico State University.
Pascal Siakam, born 2nd April 1994, is a basketball player from the Cameroon. He plays for the Toronto Raptors. Drafted with the 27th pick in 2016, no one really thought anything of the pick at the time, but here we are now in 2019, and he is looking like a borderline top 10 player. In this video, we'll be talking about the tremendous growth he has taken since being drafted late in the first round 2016. So yeah, from being one of the late first rounders to a potential MVP candidate all in just 3 years, we'll be talking about that and much more in this video. So just before we do continue though, if you do go on to enjoy the vid, please be sure to leave a like and subscription. I put a lot of time in these videos, so at least I can ask you to do is help out the channel a bit. Would mean a lot if you did. You know, I would like to hit 500 subs before the new year. Anything more, that'd be a plus. But without further ado, let's get into the video and let's talk about Pascal Siakam. So yeah, obviously Pascal being taken at the 27th pick, you know, it was a project. He was looking very raw coming out of college. So for his rookie season, the Raptors sent him to the G League affiliate, the Raptors 905. And in the process, he actually won them a title and picked up the finals most valuable player award. So we could see, you know, if you can perform well in G League, there's always a spot for you in the NBA, I believe. I believe you can always be a rotational player at best. But either way, in his rookie season, he played 55 games because Jared Sullinger, the power forward for the Raptors that season, got injured. And in those 55 games, he averaged 4 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 15 minutes per game. So no, it wasn't much, but he was only playing 15 minutes, obviously super raw. And yeah, so we got a bit of a taste of him. But in the second season, we started to get a bit more minutes, consistent minutes. He averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 dimes. He played 81 games this time as opposed to just the 55 last season. And he averaged 20 minutes this season. And actually, a great fun fact about that season, the Raptors' offensive rating was 4 points better when Siakam was on the floor, compared to the 7 points worse his rookie year. So we could see defensive improvements around the team when Siakam was on the floor, and offensively they were better. And just like that, all of a sudden in his second season, comparisons were starting to be made to Draymond Green, due to their high IQ and their ability to guard 1 through 5. So no, now's the end of the second season, we see a bit of improvement. Not a whole lot to say, hey, this guy looks like a potential MVP candidate in 3 years. No one saw this coming. But either way, heading into his third season, this was the breakout season. He averaged 17 points, 7 rebounds. He shot 80% from the free throw line, as opposed to the season before he only shot 62%. He averaged 3 assists, shot 37% from 3. The previous season he shot 22%, so that's a 15% increase from downtown. He averaged 32 minutes, and he won the Most Improved Player award. So this was the season when we really started to see Siakam really pick it up offensively and defensively and start to hone his craft. Like I said, he was very raw coming out of college when he was, 21? And here he is now winning Most Improved Player in his third season. And it's just such an incredible rise. Like, off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else. Obviously, there's a lot of players that probably have risen. But I know Giannis, his rise was incredible. Obviously, he started off not much in his rookie year, then he got better second year, won Most Improved his third, and now he's MVP in his 5th year or whatever. But Siakam, he's starting to follow that treadmill slope as well of going upwards every single season. So much so, as we all know, they beat the Warriors in 6 games, and in that playoff series, Siakam averaged 20 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. So Siakam's already a championship player, and he wasn't just, a rotational player. He wasn't like Norris Cole on the Miami Heat or anything. He was like the second best player of that series. Oh, you could say Kyle Lowry was pretty good, but he did average 20 points, Siakam, so picture it how you want. Obviously, Kawhi was the best. It was an injury-ravaged Warriors team, but yeah, Siakam went crazy. From his first season to that season, we saw an incredible improvement in player. And then the next season, so now Kawhi Leonard, he has now left the building. Obviously, we all know he went to LA to form that super team with Paul George. So now everyone's thinking this Raptors team is nothing. They only got to the finals, let alone beating the Warriors, because they had Kawhi Leonard go crazy, hit that lucky shot against Philadelphia. Whatever Raptors have to do, they can't do shit without him. Then Pascal Siakam says, watch out. And Pascal, so far this season, is averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 82% free throw. These are all career highs, and it's expected. Kawhi's gone. That usage has gone up from 20.8% to 29.8%. And as I'm recording this, I believe the Raptors are the 4th seed. So a lot of people are saying they're just, including myself, a lot of people thought they'd be around that 7th seed. But you look at that development team the Raptors have. Look who the Raptors have developed. Obviously Siakam, they got Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, who was shooting like 52% from downtown this season. Chris Boucher, I'm fairly sure the Warriors drafted him, but he's really honing his craft with the Raptors. And obviously Norman Powell, he is another amazing player. And it's like, a lot of great teams have great scouting departments. Obviously the Miami Heat, my team, you look at that, Kendrick Nunn go off, they have Duncan Robinson, they got Tyler Hero, 13th pick. And like all these great players are performing. Then you got the Spurs with DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, all those great picks. But the Raptors is so underrated. No one is talking about the Raptors development team, I swear. Pascal Siakam literally went from a late first round pick. I remember 2K17, he was like one of the worst players of the game. Like NBA 2K17, Pascal Siakam was rated like 67 overall. Not that this has to do with anything in real life, it just goes to show that how far he's came. He was little to nothing coming out of college. He was just a project play. He was super raw. And yeah, he kind of reminds me of Sekou Doumbouya. I'm not sure why I get that. I feel like they have that same sort of body frame. They're both defensive monsters. Offensively, Siakam, that's what he was known for. Coming out of college, he was known for his defense, and now he's honed his craft, and he's an amazing offensive player. We saw the first game, he dropped, 34 points. I remember at the start of the season, people were thinking Siakam, yeah, he'd probably average around 19 points, but here he is averaging 25 points. And once again, hats off to that development team. They've really made nothing out of something. Siakam is a tremendous player. He'll be an all-star this year. And you know, the possibility to win Most Improved Player, I'm not sure if it is possible to win it 2 times. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad if it happened, because he's averaging 8 more points this season than last, 2 more rebounds and 1 more assist. And he's still playing amazing defense. I'm fairly sure he's 8th in defensive win shares. And he's leading the Raptors. He could lead the Raptors to a top 4 seed in the East. A lot of people thought they'd struggle without Kawhi Leonard. But look, they still got Fred VanVleet. Like I said, the Raptors development team, you could pick out anyone from anywhere that could make him into a starter. It's crazy. Fred VanVleet's averaging 17 points. And obviously OG Anunoby said before, he's averaging 12 points shooting, 52% from downtown. So it's not only just a Siakam video. I could talk about the Raptors. Like, they need more credit. They really can pick out any play from anywhere and make him into at least a starter caliber player. And the only thing is, Siakam, he is 25 years old. And if you don't know by now, as you get older, you tend to get better. So in 2 more years in the 2021 season, we could be seeing Siakam being a legit MVP player. I don't think he will win MVP this season. He might be a top 10 play by the end of the season, but I don't think he will be the MVP. Like, that could be like Luka or Giannis. But in 2 more years, I reckon he could. I still think the Raptors need 1 more piece to really contend for a title. I reckon they could be a top 4 seed. They're really showing it. I know when they play my Heat, they're going to beat them because they're always a bogey team against Miami for some reason. But if the Raptors can get 1 more piece and keep developing players the way they do, they could be a legit force in the Eastern Conference in a few years again. And it's all due to Pascal and the great development team, because once again, Pascal came from nothing and is now one of the best players in the league. Just like that, out of nowhere. Anyway, so that's going to do it for me this video. If you didn't go enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like and a subscription. Like I said, hope it'd be cool if we could hit 500 subs. And yeah, the NBA season's been pretty cool. I've been really pleased with Pascal Siakam. I'm sure you guys all have. If you're Raptors fans, he's been killing it. And yeah, be sure to subscribe. We're going to be bringing out videos every day or 2 days. Personally, right now, I'm exhausted as shit, but I'm going to be bringing out videos anyways. Anyways, fellas, till next time, I'll catch you later. It's been Russo. Peace.